What the is going on, YouTube? How you guys doing today? I'm actually recording this video on my birthday, December 20th. That's how badly I want to get some great content out to all of you. Shout out to everyone that is watching this video because they got that notification, because they clicked that bell. If you haven't done so, make sure you do go click that bell. As you guys know, I've been doing a lot of DoorDashing lately, and I came up with a bunch of tips, tricks, and strategies to make you more efficient while you're out on the road. These strategies are for DoorDashing, Postmates, Uber Eats, whatever it is. All these strategies will work for whatever platform that you are delivering for. I've not tried out those other platforms yet. I will be doing so in the near future, but all the pictures that I show during the video will be of DoorDash, but all the strategies and tips, they do work on the other platforms, but the pictures that I show will be just of DoorDash, but it's the same exact thing. Before I get into the video, I kind of thought of an idea, kind of a challenge or an incentive. If you guys know what Bean Boozled are, these are these disgusting jelly beans that have tastes like stink bug, rotten egg, barf, booger, stinky socks, dirty dishwater, toothpaste, canned dog food, spoiled milk, and dead fish. Those are the flavors that are in here. So I thought of this idea where every video that I make in the future, I will eat those jelly beans during the video based on how many likes the prior video got. So for example, this video right here, if this has 60 likes, I will eat one jelly bean for every 20 likes. So that would be 3 jelly beans that I'll eat in the next video. If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to try this out. Hopefully this is, fun, entertaining. I don't think I've seen anybody do anything like this before, but it gives you guys, a free way to torture me by smashing that like button, and also make sure you sub and click the bell so you see the next video when I actually eat those jelly beans during the next video. And I'm going to keep doing that. Hopefully you guys like this. I thought it's cool, a little different, and get you guys to, interact with the video. You might know some of these, but it never hurts to, freshen your mind up a little bit, or maybe hopefully you guys do learn something that you didn't know, didn't think of. I think you guys will. There's some really good tips in here, so make sure you guys watch until the very end of the video so you guys don't miss anything. All right, so the first tip that I'm going to teach you guys is kind of a two-parter. The first part is delivering during poor weather conditions, meaning when it's raining outside, when it's snowing. All right, let me put a little thought or a little scenario in your head. If you were the customer ordering dinner, would you rather drive to that restaurant when it's 70 degrees and sunny out, or would you rather drive to that restaurant when it's snowing or if it's downpouring and the roads aren't the best condition? Most likely, I'm assuming most of you said that you'd rather drive there when it's sunny and 70 degrees or 80 or whatever, when it's nice weather out. That's going to be the same with most people. So therefore, more people are going to order DoorDash, GrubHub, whatever, to get their dinner instead of going out and picking it up themselves. But on top of that, more dashers are also not going to want to drive during those poor conditions because they don't want to risk anything. So you have less dashers and more customers buying from restaurants around you. So it's kind of a win-win in that way. And for the second part, to deliver during special occasions such as sporting events, UFC fights. I'm from South Jersey, so the Philadelphia Eagles are big, the big team around me. So before Eagles games, I like to go out, and I've noticed that a lot of people are, during the quarantine, during the pandemic, not many people are having gatherings, but a lot of people will still order pizza for the family. People like to eat wings and pizza and stuff like that while watching sports, watching fights. So this gives you a good opportunity to go out there during these sporting events. If you don't, even if you don't care about these sporting events, or even if you do care and just want to make some more money, go out there during these sporting events because people will be ordering a lot of food. Hopefully they're not having too many people during the pandemic over, but ordering for their family or whatever. So that's a great time that I've noticed to make some extra money. All right, so for tip number 2, I'm going to show you guys what orders to accept. The main thing that I want you guys to focus on, if you haven't already, hopefully you have been, if you already DoorDashing or Uber Eating or whatever, is the miles per dollar ratio that you're getting. The ratio that I want you guys to focus on is to try to get roughly $2 for every mile that you are delivering. On a slow day, you can kind of, not be too greedy and go down to like the 150 mark. On a slow day, on a fast day, try to get around that $2 per mile ratio. I'm going to throw up some pictures of orders right here that I would personally accept because they have good dollars per mile ratios. Now I'm going to throw up some pictures of orders that I would not accept based on terrible pays or not the best pays for the miles per dollar ratio. Or other things to think about though besides just the miles per dollar ratio. And what I'm about to show you is, I know you're thinking that, wow, this guy is such a great YouTuber, there's no way that he can be an artist, right? Well, you guys haven't seen this picture that I've drawn out for you. So this is an example of, let's say, 4 different plazas with 3 restaurants, 2, 4, and 3 restaurants. Let's say you're sitting right here at these 4 restaurants in this area, and you get an order that is $8 to drive 4 miles up this way. This is not in any direction towards any of the other plazas that have restaurants that you would sit at or that you're comfortable with going to. Only time that I would really accept this, unless it's even better than that, say it's I don't know, $12 for 4 miles up there. It takes you a little bit out of the way, but you're getting the money, good money. The only way that I would go up to here is, say this was your last dash and you live in this area somewhere over there, so you have to go towards that area anyways. That's the only time I would accept that. I personally would wait for hopefully you get 4-mile drive for $8 going this way towards another plaza, because that's obviously closer to that, so you'll get more orders and you have a less of a distance to drive back for the same amount of money. But even if it is a little bit less pay, say that's 4 miles for $6, even $7, especially during a slow day, you want to stay as close to the restaurants as you can. So kind of the ideal situation is you get, let's get rid of this line right there. I'm just going to leave that there, just ignore it for now. But the ideal situation is to get an order from here and then drive in this area towards another plaza for good pay, because then you're right there. Then you deliver there, drive right to the other plaza, get an order from there, drive towards here. Let's say you have to deliver right there, get that order, and then drive right to the next plaza. You want to stay in this area of the plazas. You want to try your best, unless it's your last dash and you live in an area off of the plazas, far away, or the pay is really good, like it's an order like, okay, like I really can't pass this one up, and takes you out there, and it's a really good delivery. Try to stay near as many restaurants as you can. So for that tip, it was to focus on the miles per dollar ratio. Shoot for $2, around $2. If it's a slow day, you can kind of go down a little bit because you don't want to be greedy. Go down to the 150 area, miles per dollar. And also try to deliver around other restaurants if you can, unless it's your last dash and you have to go far away anyways. That's the only time I would accept an order that's really far out of my marketplace. All right, for tip number 3, this one's pretty self-explanatory. As you guys know, customer service, the better customer service that you give, the more likely you are to get a better tip. So that goes without saying. I'm sure you guys know that. Better service you give, the better chance, the more likely you are to get a better and bigger tip. One really cool trick that I came up with is to create a shortcut that you can message your customers a lot quicker, saying you're on their way with their order, because it will update them, it will keep them happy. I know me as a customer, if I was ordering DoorDash or Uber Eats, I would like to be updated by the driver saying, oh, I just picked up your order, I'm on my way. Because a lot of times I'm just sitting there like, all right, it's been 20, 30, 40 minutes, where's my order at? Because I'm not getting those text updates. So one strategy that I came up with is, if you look right there, if you go into your phone settings, I'm an Apple user, I have an iPhone. I'm not sure if you can do this on Android. If you can, I'm not entirely sure because I don't have one, but look it up if you don't know how to do it. What you're going to want to do is go to General and scroll down to Keyboard, and you'll see the Text Replacement tab, right? So you're going to click that, and in the top right, there's a plus sign. What you're going to do for the shortcut is Z, and for the phrase, you're going to type in something like, hi, this is Mike. My name's Mike, by the way, if you guys didn't know that. My name's Mike. Nice to meet you. But you're going to put your name there. Be like, hi, this is Mike from DoorDash, or Uber Eats or whatever. Capitalize if you want. I'm just kind of rushing through this. DoorDash, capital. Make it look professional. This is Mike from DoorDash. I just wanted to keep you updated and tell you I'm on my way with your order. Order, smiley face. Once again, capitalize everything, punctuate it properly. I'm just not doing that for the video just because I'm kind of rushing through it. I like to put a smiley face in it. It keeps it friendly. So then you're going to click save. What that means is when you go to a text, if you go to start a brand new text, when you click Z space, you can already see it popping up. You click Z space and it types it out. You click send. So what I do is I get the order off the shelf. I go, while I'm walking my car, I go to contact customer, click text, click Z space, and that's it. A lot of times you'll get replies like this where the person says they left me an extra cash tip in the mailbox, and it was a $5 tip, and they also tipped me extra on the app, which was really cool. Or here too, they gave me a $5 tip and they tipped me extra on the actual app itself. And I think that's, I can't, obviously I can't tell you that's because I texted them, kept them updated. This one, was more likely because they answered my text with it, but customer support will help you. All right, tip number 4 is to know your marketplace. This goes back to the other tip where I had the picture, know where those different restaurant plazas are that had the 4, the 3, the 2, know those spots. That's obviously a huge one. Know the restaurant locations of your marketplace. But for this tip, I also want to go more in depth about learning. This is something that will come with time with the more deliveries that you do, but learn the quick restaurants and learn the slow restaurants because you will learn those over time. What I've learned from experience, at least in my marketplace, this doesn't mean that's going to be the same for you, but I've learned that Pancheros, Chipotle, and Chick-fil-A are extremely slow during lunch times and the dinner rush because they are so packed. Doesn't mean sometimes it's not every single time, but a lot of times that I have to sit there for 10-15 minutes because they take a long time because they get so packed. You can also use your head and don't necessarily have to deliver to think about what kind of restaurants and what kind of places will be quick with having an order. Things like Dunkin' Donuts, yes, they cook, heat up some food, but a lot of orders that you'll get are donuts, which take it off the shelf. That's a quick delivery. Ice cream, if you have an ice cream, famous ice cream place around you, or a cookie place or whatever, most of the time, just scoop out the ice cream, get a cookie off the shelf. Those are quick places. Salad works most of the time. Once again, I know that they have some things that they cook, chicken, shrimp, put on top of the salad, whatever, but most of the time it's just getting salad out of their bins, putting it into the container, and then they're done. It's a quick restaurant. Also pay attention to what lights are fast and what lights are slow. That might sound stupid, like, oh, how big of a deal is that? You all know, whether you're doing DoorDash or not, just drive around, those lights are like, you look up at the light, like, come on, like, it's been 3-4 minutes, like, let's go, like, change colors. You know exactly what lights I'm talking about. Think about, you're gonna be driving so much, you're gonna be hitting these same lights multiple times in a row. So those 2-3-4 minute lights, they add up. That means less deliveries, which means less money. If you know a way around that light that will still get you to the same spot, take that quicker route. Even if the GPS tells you to go one way, which that light's slow because the GPS doesn't know that, avoid that light and it will save you a lot of time. Also know stuff such as shortcuts, cutting through a neighborhood, cutting through a parking lot. For some reason, at least my GPS doesn't pick that up. It doesn't give me certain routes that I know will be a lot faster than the route that it's telling me to do. We hop back over to paint. I know you guys are very impressed by my last drawings. So one specific, it's a pickup. When every time I get Chick-fil-A, for some reason, this is the route that tells me to take, right? It tells me to go all the way up here and then make a right at a light, which takes a long time. There's also a light right here that I'm gonna have to wait for if I get stuck at it, and that's it's not a super slow light, but it can be slow. There's a light up here that can be slow as well, but I know that there's also a street that takes me this way and takes me right through. So not only do I avoid those 2 lights, but I also save so much time because it's going to take me a lot quicker to cut straight through it, in a diagonal line, then go straight up, and then also turn and go straight again. I don't know why the GPS doesn't tell me to go this way. It always tells me to go up, go through 2 lights, and then make a right. There's also a light right there too. So that's 3 lights that I'm avoiding. Technically 4, because then this is a light right here, and I would make a right, go in this area. Wow, this is such a great drawing. I know you guys are impressed. So technically 4 lights compared to 1 light if I go this way. These are things that you will learn the more that you drive, the more that you dash. Even if you haven't started doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever, you will, pay attention to these things, whether you're just driving to pick stuff up, whether you're just driving around your neighborhood. Just take a mental note, even if you want, jot them down. Pay attention. Also, this is another thing. Pay attention to things such as, where cops like to sit. Drive safely, of course, but I kind of know certain spots. This is actually a spot. This is an area where cops like to sit. There's like a little wood area back there that they like to hide behind. So I know if I have to go that way, I know to, pay attention, because there could be some cops hiding in that area. That means, could save me a ticket if I were to speeding. Not admitting to it, never said I'm speeding, but if I were to speed, I know that there's cops sitting right there, so I can avoid, hopefully avoid the cop and not get a ticket. There's all mental notes that you're gonna have to take that you'll learn with experience. The last and final tip for this video is to get a car mount for your phone. This is very important. You will be using your phone a lot. Doesn't matter if you know your neighborhood, know your marketplace like the back of your hand, all the directions, because I promise you will need your phone to look at, what apartment is, what the street address is, what the house address is, and you're also going to need it to accept the order. So you will be using your phone. You don't want to be the person that's always, looking down at their phone. For obvious reasons, you're going to want to be safe when you're driving, not only for yourself, but for other people. So be respectful. Buy a car mount for your phone, so you're not the person that's always looking down at your GPS every 2 seconds, looking up and down. Don't be that person, because not only, think of this as an investment. This right here, this is the one that I have. It's $17. You can buy a cheaper one. You can buy a better one for your car. That's all obviously up to you, but this is an investment. Not only is it an investment in your safety and other people's safety, but if you have a car mount, the less you're looking down, the less likely you are for a cop to pull you over, for they think you're texting on your phone or whatever. If they pull you over, I mean, personally, fingers crossed, I've never gotten a ticket. I don't know exactly how much it is. If I had to guess, just ballpark, off the top of my head, roughly $200-300. That's a lot of money when you can just invest 17, 20, I'm sure you could find one for $10. Invest that amount in your safety, and so you don't get a ticket and pulled over. Please do that. It's not a lot. Please just get that. I'll have the link to mine in the description below if you want that. That wraps up this video. Those were 5 tips that I suggest every Dasher or Uber Eats driver, whether you're thinking about it, these are things that I would implement into your daily strategies. Also, I have a lot more strategies. I have them written down just so I don't even forget them. I add to this list. If you guys want to see a part 2, a part 3, I have lots of tips that I can give you guys. Please comment that below. As always, guys, thank you for watching my video. I also have a Discord if you guys want to join that. The link will be in the description. We have Dashers. If you want to learn about investing or talk investing, I have chats for that. I just have a hangout chat, sports, whatever. Join that Discord below. Make sure you guys smash that like button to see me eat these disgusting bean boozled jelly beans. I think that'll be fun in the next video. And also, I answer every single comment, or I try my best to answer every single comment. If you guys are putting the time into watching my videos, I put the time into responding to you guys. It's it's a team right here. It's a team that we're building. So guys, please make sure you comment any questions that you have. Until next time, guys, peace.